shaitan ma razaqtana. Oh Allah, keep shaitan away from us and keep shaitan away from what you are going to bless us with. Who's that?
The baby.
Your children. And that's your haqq, the haqq of your baby before they're even born. Do you understand that they have haqq before they're born and haqq after they're born? So you have to do your homework. Okay? And there are much more rights and stuff that I can't go into, and there are case studies. So right now, I'm just gonna give you the sound advice. Okay? The advice. One of them is called the castle theory. The castle theory simply, this is when I marry a couple, it's what advice I give them. You please understand that you're leaving the comfort of your own home with your family and friends. You're going to go into your own castle. But for every castle has to have one king and one queen. You can certainly have no two kings, and you can certainly have no two queens. I don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean? It's not long live the queen, it doesn't mean anything in UK, but it's here you have to understand this. Be a first class man and be a first class woman, ukhti. So what are you learning? Please complete one another. Do not compete against one another. But as soon as a couple starts a list, you do this, I do that, I've done this, you done that. It's not a ukhti, it's not, it's you think we, no more I. We're on the same team. How can we complete one another, not compete one another? Don't give me that list. Don't give me that list. Because now, you're having a, oh, you did this, I did that, what, I did that. It's not a court case. Please understand that everyone helps one another in this issue, inshallah. The boat theory. Oh captain, my captain. Please note that this marriage life now is presented to you as a boat. You're in the middle of the ocean, meaning life. And certainly in this life you will meet high waves and high winds and high waves. High tides. Forgive me, the Australian thing is not coming out again. Oi, oi, oi! Is that Australian enough for you? No? Aussie. Footy. Nando. Am I talking Australian enough for you? Fedik. I'm writing this down, Joe. So what happens? The captain and the co-captain make istishara. And they consult like Prophet Muhammad did with Salama, as you mentioned in the khutbah. Your job is to get that boat to safety. Where is safety? Jannah, you're right. The shore is Jannah. Please understand that these are very important words, inshallah. The thread theory. You know what thread is? I want you to think that you have one end of the thread, you have the other end of the thread. If you both pull at that thread at the same time, what happens? Breaks, you're right, it snaps. So I want you, I'm talking to you now. If one pulls, what do you do? I'm asking you to let go. Go for a walk, take a shower, do something. But don't stay there, because there's shaitan right there. His job is to make sure that you break up. That's it. He will tell you, she'll tell you, لو كنت راجل طلقني. If you're a man, divorce me. Apparently, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a man enough, I'm blah 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 and all that stuff. Go your whatever. Allahu Akbar. Shaitan is laughing at you all the way home, man. So leave. I'm asking you, akhi, because the isma in your hand. This control is in your hand. Now, please don't have the scoreboard as we mentioned, the 3 makers and 3 breakers. Resentment. Can't live in the past. You're going to have to forgive and forget. Okay? If something happens, done, don't bring it up. And I know what I'm talking about. So hopefully that will take care of that, inshallah. But make sure you use the 3 breakers, the makers and the, stay away from the 3 breakers, inshallah. Tayyib. I won't go there. You know what? I'll stop here for this module and I'll continue after, inshallah. Now for the competition. Sister, who should you please in the wedding ceremony? Easy again. I heard that in stereo, but the only sister that raised her hand is the sister here, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Brothers, what is the first thing you do? Grab the. Oh, not yet, not yet. Okay. It's coming up. Okay, before that, right on. Good catch. I'm getting better. Practice much better. Ukhti. He said the first to make the dua. Allahumma inni as'aluka khayr makhraj, khayr makhraj, bismillah wa la ilaha illa anta. Where can you find that dua? Good for you. MashaAllah. Can I have that, Ukhti? If you don't mind, please. Jazakallah khair. You see this, brothers? You see this, sisters? Don't leave home without it. It sounds like an American Express thingy, whatever it is. I don't work with them. But please, brothers and sisters, place it in your pocket, man. If you're in a traffic jam or whatever it is, you know what? Just read something. Waiting for a doctor? Read something. Waiting for whatever? Read something. Memorize one dua a week. That should be your goal. Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan ukhti. Over. So you say the dua, you say the dua, and next, where you find it here. After the dua, what do you do, man? What comes after the dua? Go ahead, you haven't said it. Go ahead. Okay? Go ahead, Akhi. Okay, you're right. Easy one, Ukhti. What foot do you enter with? Nobody gets it. Okay, take a sniff. Lick it on the Here we go. You give it to whoever you want, Ukhti. You say Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum, you enter with your right foot, then after that, what do you do? Allah yajzik anna khayra, barakallahu feek. You pray to... Sorry, Ukhti? Sorry, he said pray 2 rak'at. Pray 2 rak'at. So the first one, you say the dua, as we mentioned, it's a Hisn al-Muslim. How do you enter home first? Then you say Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum, enter with your right foot. Then the brother says you pray 2 rak'at. Who leads?
The man.
Hey, she raised her hand also. Good catch, mashallah. Why? Mashallah. Yes, Akhi, the brother haven't said anything. Go ahead, brother. The brother has a lollipop already. Okay, you want to collect these things? You want to sell this land? Here you go. So it wasn't meant to be. No, come on, man. Brother Stein.
Sheikh, I'll give you advice. Grab it from the bottom.
From the
like the dirt.
Okay, now I know. All right. But I know what you mean now. I won't take that. I'll grab it from again. Gotcha. This has been I'm trying to keep this a family show as much as possible. Good man. So you pray 2 rak'at. Why? He says the qawama. What's the proof in the Quran, Ukhti? Adam. MashaAllah. It's the same sister, man. What's up? Okay. Good catch, MashaAllah. MashaAllah. After this, what do you do? After? Right on. Good grab. You place, after the 2 rak'at, it says you place your hand on the forehead and grab the fringe. Right. Sister, there's a dua. I don't know what is it? Go ahead. Allah yakrimak. Ahsanti. Barakallahu fiki, ukhti. Let me try that one. Underhand. Good, mashallah. Very good, ukhti. طيب. اللهم إني أسألك من خيرها وخير ما جبلت عليه وأعوذ بك من شرها وشر ما. Allah asks you the best of her, the best that she was created for. The opposite is true. Now, brothers, what after that? Maybe somebody has. If nobody else, go ahead. Allah yajzik anna khayr.
Then wash your hands.
Good man. He said, Allahumma ajnubna shaytan wa ajnubna shaytan ma razaqtana, and then wash your hands from the makeup. I have to admit, this is the rowdiest group I've ever tasted this course.
Welcome to down.
Now, tie break. Tie break. Okay. Tie break. The tie break question is, and you know the rules by now. What is the castle? Right there is raised hand.
Go with 1 king.
MashaAllah. You got it.
And not choosing.
Good for you. The castle theory or the castle syndrome was correct. Only one king and one queen. Very good. Moving on, inshallah. Now, this one is one of the most important. One of the most important of all. Please understand that this works on a psychological, background, and also, the physical and the differences between men and women. Differences between men and women. How do you turn a negative into a positive? This is one of the most important. Now, I'm going to give you hopefully as much as I can. As much as I can from this one, and hopefully we can leave a few minutes for question and answers or open discussion. Right. This is between, I know there's case studies, I don't have enough time to go through case studies. The Mecca and Medina. Men from Mecca and women from Medina or something like that. Instead of men from Mars or women from Venus or all that stuff. So we went for Mecca and Medina. It's Islamic course, go on. So, but the idea behind it is the same, similar. Also comes from Dr. Jassim Mutawwir, Jazakallah Khair. So we've taken some courses, put them in a nutshell, put it together. Hopefully you can learn from it. The important part of it is to understand the theory behind this. The theory behind it is like a computer. I want you to think of a computer. If I asked you, as soon as computers came out, how do you feel about the computer? What would you say? Yeah, I don't know.
What's this?
Too expensive. Eh?
Too complicated.
Too complicated. I'm intimidated. Why?
I don't understand.
Yes. You don't know the language of the computer. Now, computer's been around for a while. You've taken a course how to deal with the computer, and you understand the computer's language. If I ask you now, how do you feel about computers? What do you say? Can't live without it. You understand? That's the exactly same methodology we're using here. Because you don't understand each other's language, right? Then you start talking to each other, and here's what I get. Get that puppy look. Did you say something? What? I don't understand what you mean. Whatever. So now, after you understand each other's language, and hopefully you'll be able to understand one another and can live without one another. As opposed to says, I don't understand this woman, this man is driving me nuts, what does he mean, what does she mean, all that stuff. Let's go through some of the examples, inshallah. There are 6 secrets. I will go through them quicker, forgive me, because of time. Okay? There are 6 secrets I want to give you, all of them. I'm not going to hold back on the 6 secrets because they're important.
6 of marriage?
6 secrets of the differences. طيب, I can't give you. Let me give you just one. Okay, next year, inshallah, I'll give you all the details next year. Too much stuff. Okay, number 1 secret. First secret. A man proves himself from what he produces. Okay? Alright, I mentioned this briefly last night. In order for you to understand this syndrome, Ukhti, I want to take you back to the origin. I know there's difference of opinions among the scholars of the creation, I know that. When it comes to the rib theory. Okay? Adam was created from dust, turab. So the origin of Adam is what? Dust. So Adam in relation to the dust is what? Portion of it. So he's created from dust. So dust is origin, and Adam is a portion of the origin. So al-kull is the whole thing is dust. Al-juz, this portion, this part is Adam. Good. It's a little bit philosophical, but hopefully when you get it, when we finish it, you'll understand, inshallah. I'm not insulting your intelligence, wallahi. It is a bit deep, but you'll get everything else after. Now, Eve, created from? Let's go with the opinion that goes from the rib. There are 2 opinions. Let's go with that one for now, for the sake of this argument. So Eve was created from Adam, the rib. That's fine. So Adam is what compared to Eve? You're right. Al-Kull, the whole, the origin. The origin of Eve is Adam. Now, Adam is a whole. You are the part. In comparison, you are now part of Adam. Part, also portion of the dust. So you have a combination, he has 1. In order for us to understand this, that al-juz yahunnu ila al-asl. Al-juz yahunnu ila al-asl. Meaning, the portion longs to go back to its origin. So you want to go back where? Dust. And what is the dust a symbol of? التراب هو رمز العمل. Dust is a symbol of work. So where do you find yourself? Productive. You're sure, you assert yourself that I'm a man. Work, because you produce. This is where you get your money. This is I'm the man. By the way, we have something called the wheel of life. Spokes. I want you to imagine this as a wheel of a bicycle. Inside there's a hub. And there's too many spokes. These spokes are portions of your life. The hub is, believe it or not, is the job. Or whatever. It's you know, Muslim. Get it. You can work. Halal work, inshallah, is fine. So now, if this baby goes, what happens? If the hub is gone, the spokes fall apart. You understand why, Ukhti? This man, he finds his job is to protect, to provide. This is what he feels. So his job is that's what he represents. That's what represents to him. However, you, where do you feel secure and you feel as a whole? When your husband is home. Hence, there's a problem. This man wants to go out, and you want this man in. But I said, I have to, you know, food, who pays for, I gotta go to work. And he said, no, but I don't want this, honey, I want this, I want you here. That's the voice of a woman, man. So now what happens is a problem. What could be? We'll take aways, inshallah. Here's what you want to know. When you go away, your wife most likely will sleep on your side of the bed. And she may also wear your pajamas. It's true. You know, you understand when you have this hug, when your hair starts to go, she's come back to the origin. You're complete, she's complete. You understand? وَجَعَلْنَا بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. We made amongst you this mawadda, love, and rahmah, mercy. Oh, that's a very sensitive man, okay. Oh, he's married already, I'm sorry. He's looking for it. Supposed to help, not hurt. Okay, so this is the first rule. So now, please understand, as I mentioned last night, the man can say because I will see the other side, the other part, the side of the brain will coming up to that. But he proves his love when you tell him you don't love me anymore. He gets upset. Why? Why do you think he gets upset when you tell him you don't love me anymore? He doesn't, you know, it's not eloquent enough of him. Men are, we're not that, you know, eloquent to say blah, 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 blah. The sun is shining and the moon is blah, 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 and the birds are flying. And you know we want to write something, you know where we go? We go to that card, Hallmark, and we go open it. Oh, that's nice. Is that good? It's true. So in order for him to say I love you, what does he do? He buys you a gift. Because he can't say he doesn't say. So what now, how do you take it? How do you take this, Sufti? Very simple. He gets upset because he says, what? I don't love you anymore? What about that ring I just bought you? What about that car I just gave? What about that dress? What about that home? What is he talking? What language is he talking? Dust. You understand now? Okay. Woman is talking what language? Emotions, man. You're talking physical, she's talking emotions. You understand? So take away home. This is, please understand that you need to talk in her language. Please understand, Ukhti, if he gives you a gift, what does he say?
I love you.
Beautiful. Second secret. I'm sorry, I don't have enough time. Forgive me, Allah. We'll go on the second secret. I'm sorry, did you have a question?
No, but isn't there a saying that says that if your man buys you gifts, then you know he's cheating on you?
I won't touch that one.
This is clear, Dalil. You can't win.
Sorry, but I have to agree with you on that one. Okay, we're going to think on the positive side of each other. Positive, not negative. Allah musta'an. We'll keep it on the positive side. If he gives you a gift, he means? Thank you. Number 2. Yes, sir.
What if there's no gifts?
What if there are no gifts? He's a cheapskate. Get out of here. Maybe he doesn't have the money. Give him a break. But he really means that. You know what? We're not really very eloquent, but please take it from me. Men are not, very, very few. We can't generalize. Very few. Yes, Ukhtiga. Are there courses for that? Yes. Yes, we do that. We do that too. But they're a little more intensive. But I can tell you, don't hold your breath. Success rate is very low. Jannah, inshallah. Allah musta'an. Number 2. Right. Actually, it's number 2. Number 2 is that men are physically based and women are emotionally based. As we touched up on it, how do you know? It's very simple. Please understand, akhi, that you are dealing with a ball of emotions. Please understand that. And ukhti, you're dealing with a man that thinks like a hunter. It's true. You know when they're hunting, they're looking for. So deal with him as such. Deal with him as such. What am I talking physically based? Remember what I told you? Who loves first and who is attracted first? That's what it is. So what do you want to do, ukhti? You want to work on his senses. I will give you this letter from a mother. Is bunayya, oh my daughter, you're leaving this home. I will give you advice. Not the mother-in-law. I know that the mother-in-law came out. The mother-in-law is in the course, but unfortunately it's not in this module. Okay? I won't go there. I didn't touch the mother-in-law. I just mentioned. So now, they said what? She says, be careful what he sees. فَلَا يَرَى مِنْكِ قَبِيحٌ وَلَا يَشُمُّ مِنْكِ إِلَّا أَجْمَلْ رِيحٌ. So this woman is smart. She knows the man is physical. Okay, she's working on what? Senses. Working on senses. He sees things, physical. So he should see you beautiful. And he should not smell, for example, again, I won't be able to give you everything, but for example, you know, the sunnah, by the way, when you go home, you call. Give a heads up. It's true. So the sister, you know what, Ukhti, if your husband, you know that he comes at this time, you know what happens, man? Sometimes sisters, you know, they just take in shower, they roll this, they come in this typhoon-looking tower, okay, right? And they wear these Kmart special with, or the Target special, I don't know what the stores you have here, with the pockets torn, and with you know, these socks for slippers, right? And they're walking around, you know, looking, you know, like this, and then you go to the bedroom, and they have these white masks with the tea bags or lemon things, and you go, what happened? So, you know, and then Allah musta'an, you know, being cooked, Allah musta'an. So, ukhti, that's on your own time. But when you know your husband is there, beautify yourself. And I mean, there's proofs in the Quran and Sunnah with this, inshallah. Now, what happens, unfortunately, sometimes inside the home, what happens? Right, but when you go out, what happens? Ah, now we're talking. When she goes out, she looks, the guy goes, who are you and what have you done with my wife? So please understand, beauty inside, not outside, inside. Okay? Now, brothers, you're not off the hook yet, man. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says what? وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. As you ask of them, do for them what is known that to be righteous. So if you're asking your wife to look good for you, and smell good for you, so you're coming back from work, Allah help you. And as you're walking down, the plants are dying. And the paint is peeling off. And then you say, and your wife has got tears in her eyes. Not because she loves you very much and misses you, it's the garlic and the onion. My brother. Okay, Akhi, you understand? So, physically, emotionally. So now, you know what? Well, she wants this beautiful flower. She wants this poet. She wants this chocolate. don't give her chocolate too much because you have to work out on that. But you have to work on that part. On that part. Before. I'm just moving on quicker than I thought here. Okay, rolls a minute. I don't go there. Third secret. Right. Try to learn each other's interests and hobbies. Okay? There are true stories that actually comes with this. But just for now, I'm just giving you a dose. Ukhti, I want you to learn something about rugby. Okay? Or whatever, fishing or something.
Yes.
Whatever you meant. Spear fishing with this guy or soccer or anything. And Akhi, I want you to learn some knitting or planting or cooking or something. Whatever it is, Ukhti, yes.
Or maybe not rugby league, but there is men wearing mini shorts, so it's fancy with your husband watching rugby league as well. Alright, I sometimes they should.
The games begin. The brawl was on. No? I'm sorry, I didn't get that, Ukhti.
Sorry, I said maybe not the rugby part because there is men wearing mini shorts.
Oh, I see.
And now there's showing.
Yeah. You understand. Yeah. But please understand that when you know what happens when this guy comes and watching this game, now he's looking really. You want to be his best friend. You want to be his best friend. So what do? Oh, what's the score? And then you're talking his language. Okay, you're talking his. You're now. Oh wow, he doesn't have to go to the bar. He doesn't have to go to the buddies. He's got you now to shoot the breeze with regarding his hobby. Take a book out of the library. If it's fishing, you need to talk about this grouper, the trolling, the deep sea fishing, the spear fishing. What about the hammer? What about this? All that stuff. Okay? Oh, that too. And then you need to know what makes her tick. And you also need to go shopping. Yeah, that's coming up, by the way. Okay, bottom line is, you need to know each other's hobbies. Okay, you need to have that in common. You have to have something in common that you want to do together. Please. Okay, that's the third secret. Fourth secret. Women love men who listen. What? Did you say something? I repeat, yeah, exactly. Women love men who listen. Is this thing on? Okay. Now what happens? Very simple. Listen, please, man. This is important. Sometimes when you go home, we have something called the selective hearing. Okay? In the beginning when you get married, right? The wife comes to you and says, you know what I've been thinking? You're in love, still naive. You say, yes, tell me all about it. Everything I need to hear. So she tells you everything. After a while, years pass. Then she comes up and says, you know what I've been thinking? You're wising up now. No. I don't want to know what you're thinking. Just tell me the decision or the conclusion you came up with, which I will have to follow. I'm just saving you time, man. Alright. So what happens, Ukhti? Listen, here's what we do. We give you like a polite nudge once in a while. We don't know what you're talking about, but we just need to get in there once in a while. But we're really watching the game as you're talking to us. Right. So what is women looking for? You think she's coming to you to do what? What we think is we think that we have an S in our chest. We think that women come to us for a solution. Is that the case? No. Women are just simply want what? And listen, that's it. They just want you to listen. Very simple. Okay, there's a lot more to it than that, but the time is running. So inshallah, for now, please listen. You don't have to stop her in the middle of the conversation until that's exactly what happens. The sister is coming to pour her heart out. She had a hard day at work, and all of a sudden, you have this ding! I got it! You think you're a hero, right? And then you tell you know what happened? If you stop doing what you did in work, your boss will not tell you this, and here's the plan for next time you do it. She cries and goes to her room. She's upset because you didn't even give her the time to listen. She wants you to listen, and we have the proof in the Quran and Sunnah with that too. Okay. Number 5. طيب. Men and women use different sides of the brain. Surprise! They use the right hand side. We use the left hand side. So the right hand side uses what? Emotions, fantasies, daydreams, all that stuff. Left hand side, numbers, decisions, very regimented. There is a valve, however, that connects the right hand side to the left hand side. It's true. The women have a larger valve than men. Men have a smaller valve. I'm sorry, man. Wish I can help God now.
But a bigger brain.
I'm just asking God Almighty to finish this course in one piece. Okay, so we have more difficulties, Ukhti, to switch from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Do you understand now why it's difficult for us to express our feelings? You understand? We deal with stress differently also. We're quiet. But you, how do you know? Different tides, Ukhti. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you on this one. So she can multitask. You can't.
What?
She can multitask. Like in the morning, she'd be, talking on the phone, right? Maybe making breakfast for you or whatever. And then she's telling the kid, you do this and you do that. Where's your homework? And she's doing all that stuff. For us, what happens, Ukhti? If a child comes to us, what do you do, man?
You just grab your face.
Exactly. We look at them and go, where is your mother? Understand different sides of the brain. So please understand that aspect of both of you, inshallah. Please. Lastly, I will finish with this, inshallah. Men look at a general picture, while women look at a specific picture. You look at things in specifics. Men look at things in general. For example, this is a true research. They took a woman, put her in a room for about 5 minutes on the pretense that she will be interviewed for a job. Then they took the woman out. Says, could you please describe this room that you were in? She says, yes. It had one table, and the table had a cover that had a pink polka dot, and 2 chairs. The chairs had a brass handle with the pink matching the cover, and it had a vase that had 3 flowers. And there was one painting here, one painting here, and the door was on the right-hand side, was also brass handle, and this left-hand side had the garbage container. Then they put the man in the same room. So after 5 minutes, they pulled the man out. He says, "Can you please describe the room you were in?" I believe there were 4 walls, but I'm not sure. We don't look at specifics, man. For example, you ask your wife, "Honey, do we have food at home?" Very simple question. Honey, do we have food at home? Your wife, in reply, says, "Yes, honey, we have 2 chicken, 4 pieces of rice chicken, and fish, and the ground beef. I just need to know, are we going to die of hunger? Are we safe tonight? Are we going to eat? Yes or no?" I don't want this stuff. Right. So how do I take this home and implement it to improve my life? Simple. You see, when a woman comes to complain and a man comes to complain that she doesn't beautify herself to me, and then when they ask her why you don't beautify yourself, because she doesn't give me compliments, I say, come. Akhi, when your wife dresses up for you, or she beautifies herself, we take it for granted, ukhti. That's a given. You're beautiful, we don't express it. Remember the good side? Yeah, we don't say anything, but I want you to use that. Side. Right. Go, wow, honey, you look beautiful tonight. look at the way you did the eyeliner. And I mean, serious, go specifics. We don't go specifics. They want specifics. And the eyeshadow matches the lipstick, and it goes with the beautiful flower in that hair and the high heel and the sort and all that stuff. It's like a high fly ball. It's a home run. It's a hole in one, man. Why? Because you're smart. You need to see this woman looking like that one more time. If you don't, you won't. Again, food. She puts food on the table. Go, wow, what a beautiful. Look at the garnish and how that juice complements that. You did it with the chicken and then that means you're gonna eat again. Otherwise, it's crackers and sleeping on the couch. So it's not a good idea. So hopefully, those six secrets hopefully will help you in that, inshallah. Yes, go ahead.
I just want to add something.
Sure, please.
To give gifts and my top tip. Honestly, a nice, kind word is better than all this. Yes. Appreciation. Thank you. Put the pen on the phone, put on the table, they get up not even a thank you for the 3 hours that you spent in it. Just a word of appreciation.
I feel your pain. You guys give us a bad name, man. I'm with you. Yeah, the sister, did you hear what the sister said? She says if you simply say Jazakallahu khairan, it's just acknowledge that. Wallahi. By the way, that's what Prophet Muhammad used to do. I mean, we don't have inshallah, this is well taken. If somebody wanted to counter, you're in trouble already, man. You're off the list. Yeah, go ahead, man. Just give it.
Also, you know, the nice word is it's nice, inshallah, but also the man, you know, was working 8 hours a day, doesn't also get a thank you from the business. So it works both ways, inshallah.
Yeah.
And by the way, your wife knows your voice. You'll be in trouble later on today, man. No. That brother. Oh, here we go.
Haram.
Yeah, you see, what the point is. I'm in trouble already, man. All right. The point is acknowledge each other. Fair enough. As ukhti, you want that. It is true. There is no harder job on the face of the earth more than the mother. I can assure you that. It's a 24/7. You can't stop being a mother. You finish work, you go. That's it, right? When you go to sleep, when your baby cries, who wakes up? You, right? You say like, here's your son. Go get your son, right? It's your son all of a sudden. Yeah. So you understand, please, that this is a 24/7. Please recognize that. But ukhti, it's true. The brother has a point. That you know what. You acknowledge the fact that you know what you welcome him home, and with as we talked about earlier, like that righteous woman that Hawa, she dealt with the death of her son. You see, that's another module, inshallah. So the point is well taken. Thank you. Acknowledge each other, please. We take it for granted. However, it's true. We take it for granted. Please don't do that from now on. Whatever they do, you thank her, and same thing from the other side, inshallah. Very good. With this. We conclude this, inshallah. Now we're going to ask you some questions. And then the floor is open for you totally to ask questions. Sisters, give me one secret you learned out of the 6, inshallah. Any secret you learned? Go ahead, Ukhti. MashaAllah, Ukhti. Very good. Nice catch. Brothers. How could I implement that in my life to improve my marriage life? The sister says, we look at the general picture, they look at the specific picture. Yes, sir.
Specifically complement the food or garnish.
MashaAllah. Specifically complement the food, everything. You have to complement that. Very good. Ukhti, can you give me another? Give me another secret, Ukhti. Go ahead.
Acknowledge the hard work.
Okay, acknowledge the hard work. It's none of it, but inshallah, it's here. That's fine. That's fine. Here you go. No, that's okay. Where's that young, champ? Okay, there you go. MashaAllah. Very good. All right, brothers, give me another secret.
Man proves himself with what he produces.
MashaAllah. Good for you, man.
On the blue.
Oh, go ahead. You want the blue? Yeah, I got the blue for you, brother. All right. The man proves himself from what he produces. I give you a very important lesson on that one, Ukhti. What was that? Go ahead. Or whoever. What is yes, Ukhti, go ahead.
Learn interests and hobbies.
Okay, but I'll get there. That's a good one. But the brother said, okay, Ukhti, go ahead. You're good with catching? Good. That's all. Close. But the brother says, man likes to prove himself from what he produces. I told you to listen. This is something that you learn.
He proves himself through his work, his hard work, which goes back to the dust, which was where he came from.
Right. Okay, Ukhti. Okay, no problem. It's here for you just in case. I'm still looking for what lesson you learned from that. Okay, that's another one. Okay, Akhi, go ahead. I'm still looking for the lesson learned for you, sister. Yes.
Adam belongs, Adam lived in the dust and ate the rib of Adam. So she belongs to return back to Adam and he belongs to return back to the dust.
Okay, that's good, Ukhti. We're good so far. The pinky is right here. That's good. I'm still looking for the lesson learned from that first secret. Yes, Akhi, go ahead.
The husband gives like a present, he means like...
Good for you. Hi. Perception. Go ahead. If the man, he says, if the man gives you a gift, it means I love you. You got it. Please don't forget that. Okay? This is how he expresses himself. Don't ask for miracles. So please don't be, you don't love me anymore, blah, 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 all that stuff. He's giving you a gift, he loves you. And it's not the other side, inshallah. Yes, my brother? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. No. You need blue. Okay. The difference is, men are physically based, women are emotionally based. Okay? Lessons learned. Okay, or whatever you want to add. Go ahead.
We use different sizes of the brain.
We use different sizes of the brain. Pink or green, what would you like?
We use the right, we use the left.
Pink? Good. Alright. The sister says we use different sizes of the brain. Lesson learned from that. Right away the brothers go down. Alright, give me anything you learned today. Somebody that hasn't said anything yet. Brother, okay, Akhi, Abdul Majid.
Yeah, basically if you come home and she's acting like the man of the house, it means she's been wearing your PJs while
Alright. Okay. Let's do it. You want to add something? Go ahead, Ukhti. Sure. Please.
If a man is angry, he needs room to think. So don't run up to him.
MashaAllah.
Give him time to think.
Awesome, Ukhti. Very good, Ukhti. MashaAllah. Very good indeed. Yes, sir.
Sheikh, at the end of the day, a man, all he wants is respect from his wife, and a woman wants love.
You get two, man.
I got 6 kids.
You got 2. 6 kids? There you go. Like you deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm sorry. I'll tell you, it's true. Number 1 on the man's list is respect. Number 1 on the woman's list is love. You're right. Okay, don't forget that, please. Okay, the man is, if he's not respected in the place, he doesn't want to be there. Okay? And if a woman doesn't feel that she's loved, she's insecure. She doesn't want to be there either. Please understand this fact. Awesome. Very good. We'll call it a tie break. We'll call it a tie. Now, the tie break question is,
We get the whole ball.
if you win this one, will be a tie. Because I believe they're 2-1. Is that right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
3-1, brother.
Sisters? Alright, I'll tell you what, because it's tied. Everybody is tied up right now.
That's fair.
Alright, this is going to winner takes it all. How is that? Fair enough? Alright, we know the tie rule, dyslexia. The golden rule thingy, that stuff. Tie break thing. Alright, let me think of a good question that has to actually deserve this one. That's one. Alright, the winner will actually get this, and the team of that will win. So here you go. And the tie break question is, who is larger? The woman has a larger valve. Sorry guys, the woman wins. Congratulations. That means, this is very good for you because when they're happy, you're happy.
It's not really because they're going to be larger when they finish them.
I didn't say that. Not moving. These words were uttered. All right. By all means, I have the other appointment. here. So in the end, I want to thank you. My mom thanks you. My doctor thanks you, inshallah. And I want to be more than grateful to you. Those who don't thank Allah will thank the people. So I thank you very much for making me part of this beautiful occasion. And wallahi, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as He gathers in this dunya, He gathers in the hereafter, inshallah, for Firdaus al-A'la with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.